brought you out to tonight's event?
I am here to see the darker side of green debate. I think I'm personally an environmentalist, but I think that you can't be one-sided if you're going to be educated, and so I think it's really important to listen to the other side of it, because I also know that we're fed a lot of fear-based stuff from the media and from the government, and not to get too crazy about it, but I just think it's really good to assess the problem looking at both sides, so I'm just excited to hear the debate.
Absolutely. Do you think that, the guy who will be presenting the side for the cynic, do you think it's kind of going to be a tough crowd for him in there?
Yeah, for sure. But I think cynics know that they're always dealing with a tough crowd. If the majority doesn't agree with you, you know what you're in for. So I think he's probably going to be very charismatic, and I think he's probably going to know some very quick answers to tough questions that people will throw at him immediately.
Absolutely. And you said you're an environmentalist, so what are some of the green issues that are closest to your heart?
The Gulf, which everyone seems to have forgotten about for some reason. I think that there's still oil the size of the landmass of Jamaica being spilled every day, and people have kind of considered it to have evaporated, like it's over. And I mean, Louisiana's losing so much of their economy because they get it from fishing in those oceans, and I think figuring out how to deal with that and to make sure that that never happens again, because we could actually have tainted half of the world. This is the worst catastrophe environmentally we will ever see in our lifetime. I hope to God. So I mean, that's kind of what's on my mind right now, but on a daily basis, just trying not to be as wasteful as an American life allows you to be.
And what are some of the things that you do? What are some of your tips that you live by on how to stay green day to day?
I mean, I carry a water bottle that filters itself, so I can fill it up at drinking fountains or anywhere. So I never have that kind of waste. I actually reuse a lot of plastic and glass containers from the supermarket as my Tupperware, because I find there's really no need to be using Ziplocs or tons of fancy Tupperware when you're getting really good containers and you can just rinse them out. Yeah, and I mean, I save bags, and I, obviously do the grocery bags, and there's so many tiny tips that are online with so many great websites that will inform you very, very easy ways on how to change your life.
Well, every little bit helps.
Yeah, it really does. That's the optimistic thing about it, is it actually helps.
Yeah, very true. And it's hard to believe that the oil spill, I mean, the biggest news of the day is LeBron James picking a team, and there's a major crisis.
It's always that way, though, and understandably so. I mean, Americans, I think, get fed so much Debbie Downer information. There's only so much they can take, but I don't think it has to be a downer. It has to be an educational process and reminding people that, no, this isn't, we don't need to cry about it. We need to spread the word and just make sure it never happens again. It's a safety thing. That's what it is. It's not that we want everybody to be like, oh, those poor pelicans. It's just our safety and wanting to pass on what we have had with clean oceans to our kids.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much.